Supreme Court rejects Alex Jones's appeal of $1.4 billion defamation judgment in the Sandy Hook shooting. And this is a story that the right isn't even reporting on. So definitely a blind spot. If you come down here and look at our bias distribution, 55% of the sources are coming from the left, 45% of the sources are coming from the center, and 0% of the sources are coming from the right. So like I said, big blind spot story here. My story is pulled from the Associated Press, which if we look sorted by factuality, it is third down on the factuality list with a very high factuality rating. It is a left-leaning publication, so keep that in mind when you read them. You know, you don't want to get all of your sources from just one side or the other, but try to mix it up a little bit. So look at that guy, that just peak masculinity there. So let's get into the story here. So the Supreme Court on Tuesday rejected an appeal from conspiracy theorist Alex Jones and left in place the $1.4 billion judgment against him over his description of the 2012 Sandy Hook elementary school shooting as a hoax staged by crisis actors. The InfoWar host had argued that the judge was wrong to find him liable for defamation and infliction of emotional distress without holding a trial on the merits of allegations lodged by relatives of the victims of the shooting, which killed 20 first graders and 6 educators in Newtown, Connecticut. The justices did not comment on their order, which they issued without even asking the families of the Sandy Hook victims to respond to Jones's appeal. An FBI agent who responded to the shooting also sued. Jones filed for bankruptcy in late 2022, and his lawyers told justices that the plaintiffs have no possible hope of collecting the entire judgment. He said he is separately appealing a $49 million judgment in a similar defamation lawsuit in Texas after he failed to turn over documents sought by the parents of another Sandy Hook victim. In the Connecticut case, the judge issued a rare default ruling against Jones and his company in late 2021 because of what she called Jones's repeated failure to abide by court rulings to turn over certain evidence to the Sandy Hook families. The judge convened a jury to determine how much Jones would owe. The following year, the jury agreed on a $964 million verdict, and the judge later tacked on another $473 million in punitive damages against Jones and Free Speech Systems, InfoWar's parent company, which is based in Austin, Texas. In November, the satirical news outlet The Onion was named the winning bidder in an auction to liquidate InfoWar's assets to help pay the defamation judgments. But the bankruptcy judge threw out the auction results, citing problems with the process and the Onion's bid. The attempt to sell off InfoWar's assets has moved to a Texas state court in Austin. Jones is now appealing a recent order from the court that appointed a receiver to liquidate the assets. Some of Jones's personal property is also being sold off as part of the bankruptcy case. Aww, it's so sad. So sad. Hey, thanks for watching this clip from Nightly News this morning. If you haven't, make sure that you drop the video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video or when we go live on Tuesdays and Fridays.